Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more of Derry Girls. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Alright, last episode we learned they're a bunch of troublemakers. Mostly that girl. I forgot her name right now, but the one with the black hair. She caused a lot of problems. They got in trouble for killing a nun, even though it was most likely from old age, but they're being accused of killing a nun because she said it looked fishy or whatever. And the old girl never made it to their party as well, or concert that he was making at 6 o'clock. And I'm trying to remember what else happened. Oh, and then the diary thing. The diary thing was my favorite part in the episode that old girl kept reading. I'm going to remember the names, but right now I'm going old girl kept reading her diary and irritating her and stuff. So I wonder if this is going to pop up more. Also, it's funny that the father-in-law hates the son-in-law. Which I guess sometimes it's a normal family dynamic where somebody hates the mother-in-law or the father-in-law, like hates the son, yada, yada, yada. That tends to happen, but it's funny that he wants him to leave her. Is Mary alone? At least I remember her name, because my grandmother's name was Mary. Pretty easy name to remember. But I'll get the rest of them. But yeah, dude, I really enjoyed the first episode. I thought it was a fantastic start to a series. Really fun, really chaotic, a whole lot going on. So let's just go and jump into it. We'll talk about it more at the end. She only one enjoyed it.
It's written in the wind. So if you really love me, come on and let it show.
Did I not ban this one? And it's love, the power of love. All you need is love. How deep is your love? It must have been love. I want to know what love is. I will always love you.
How deep is your love?
No, sister. No, you didn't.
She added to the band list. Terrible.
Now, I know how daunting reset examinations can be. So if anyone is feeling anxious or worried, or even if you just want to chat, please do not come crying to me. Let's see what else.
Come on.
This year's destination for the Euro Trotters trip will be dramatic pause. Did you actually want me to do the dramatic pause?
Yeah, please.
Paris, it's going to be Paris. If you need any further information, there is a stall in the
Faces,
foyer.
bro.
Sadly, I am unable to come on this one as I despise the French. In Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Very happy to hear she's not coming.
If we go to Paris, I'd like to meet Nicole.
Who's Nicole?
For God's sake.
Hey, pal.
How many times? It's just an ad. She's not a real person. Neither is Papa.
Be good conversation practice as well, you know, for the orals.
Which will be the only oral that you...
Yeah, okay, Michelle.
You let me finish.
Well, I sense where you're going.
Blowjobs.
Oh, God. Don't tell me
She's out of
Shirley.
control.
Gavin has gone.
Are you signing up for Paris? I can't convince that lot to come. Looks like I'm gonna need someone to hang out with.
It would be an honor.
She switched that up real quick.
Well, I'll see you later then.
You will, Shirley. Indeed you will. Bonjour, tout le monde. Comment allez-vous?
Wise up, Jenny.
Where do we sign?
Hold on. Stole the thing, Paul. 375 quid. Are you for real?
What? That's a bit steep, Jenny. Just dip into your trust fund. I do it all the time.
Nobody will have a trust fund.
It's like an account your parents set up for you to help pay for things like university, your first car, educational trips. I did not know
Wish
about this.
my parents did that.
Interesting.
If you never heard of it, you don't have one.
Dip into your trust fund, of course. No bother at all. What is it again? What was it now?
She's messing with her.
Catch yourself on.
Are you telling me I don't have a trust fund?
There you go. You're not as slow as you look.
Yeah, I have a trust fund there.
Yeah.
Listen, girls, there are no trust funds. There are no funds, period.
2 bags of chips.
No. 2 bags won't be enough.
2's plenty, Joe.
4.
3 then. We'll compromise.
I'll compromise you through that window.
That's enough, Dad.
The tight bastard's trying to starve us all, nearly.
Bless her.
Okay. 4 bags of chips then.
And I want 12 chicken nuggets, a small battered hot dog, plenty of onions, plenty of...
Get a move on, Daddy.
The love of God.
Shit, God bless them.
Will
2
4
kids.
bags be enough?
More than enough.
I say we need 5 to be
That's just
safe.
like
Do you not think that?
Stick down 5.
5 bags of chips then.
I'll have a chicken fillet burger. No lettuce, no tomato, no cheese, no onions, no cucumber.
1 plain.
No relish, no pickles, no mayonnaise.
No chicken.
What do you mean, no chicken?
God bless
Get
her.
that.
Is he paying for all this by himself?
It's a chicken burger. Of course I want chicken.
Do you think 5 bags will be enough?
God bless him.
Where the fuck are we going to get the money for Paris now?
We could sell our organs.
We could. We could sell our organs. Or, and forgive me if this is a bit left field, but could we not, get jobs?
There are no jobs in Derry.
I'm not sure if I'd be suited to any of these roles.
very practical, and I'm just more creative. You're more of a
facial
slabber.
expressions are crazy.
I'm not asking again. A large curry body, vanilla, and don't be shy with the salt now. What about the wee limey? Well, Deco.
I'm okay, thanks.
What?
I don't really want anything.
You don't want anything?
I don't understand.
Are you not feeling well, James?
I don't like it! It's too greasy! It's much too greasy!
No.
Even the smell of it makes me feel physically sick!
Brother, she gonna kick you out.
I'm sorry that you had to hear that, vanilla. You're a fucking embarrassment.
Get him out of here!
Right?
You heard the woman?
They always beat to him, but he didn't even have a
Knock at the door.
hardcore outburst.
This must have been, we're talking 8, half 8, maybe if you took off the balaclavas. And then he says to me, the slightly taller fella does, he says, step aside, we are armed.
Class.
And that's when the smaller fella, although as I say, we're talking an inch.
Mommy, make it stop.
An inch and a half at most.
I need a drink.
He has the bright idea of
They make a
tying
robbery
into the
story
radiator, you
boring.
see. You'd be roasted here.
Did you go for the Economy 7 in the end column? I thought you says the hot water sentence were a minefield.
For the love of God, Sarah, no diversions.
Aye, come on, let's pick it up. The tied it to the heater.
They did indeed. By Jesus, they were absolutely desperate to borrow their own van.
Call 'em they didn't borrow your van.
You stole
They
it,
stole
Boko.
your van, used it to move arms across the border, and then they blew it up.
Aye, nightmare altogether.
Can I ask why he stole the notice board?
So we get first dibs on all the jobs.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just remove the notices? They're only blue tacked on.
I was saying, why don't we just snatch the job she won off the whole sheet
Christ, what possessed you,
instead of the
Michelle?
tabs? That's
Jem.
crazy.
We can't give up on Paris. Let's do this, girls. Let's just make it happen. I will book a French lad, Aaron. I will book a French lad, so help me God.
Is this a book?
There's also some gardening, mowing a lawn, etc. This will require a bit of muscle, so you should take that one, Orla.
It's a man's job, Erin. I'm a man.
That's debatable.
Well, I'm more of a man than Orla.
I do not accept that.
Come on, Aaron. Fine. So that leaves dog walking and washing a car.
Is it a Renault Clio?
No,
That's,
I'll take the dogs.
they're gonna botch all these jobs.
let's go to work.
They are way too goofy.
Leave it, wait, fuckers!
Oh. She knows. Wait, who
How did
told
you
her?
find out? Her mother rang me.
You told your ma.
Damn.
Okay, I cracked. I couldn't handle it, and I cracked.
Where do we go from here?
Mary, look. Your family. Well, you're good people. Well, you're decent people. But I have to set an example.
Changed that too many times.
Dear God, no. We're not talking about a band.
Let's call it a suspension. I'm sorry, Mary.
Ach, Vanilla, what about you? I thought I could smell vinegar. I'm gonna be on UTV, Vanilla.
Save your breath, Sarah. There'll be no free chips. Be no chips, full stop.
Excuse me?
What do you expect me to do on a Friday, Finola? You expect me to cook?
You could order a pizza.
Pizza's not as nice. No, you are right, Orla. Pizza's not as nice. Maybe you should have all thought about that. Is there nothing we can do?
We're spending our Sunday scrubbing Finol's fucking fish hole for free.
Aye, and she'll be back from
Dang.
yoga soon, so get a shift on.
It's slave labouring.
It's worse than slave labour. We're not even getting paid.
Look, Mommy
That's
had to
not
cut
it.
some sort of deal.
Would living without fried food really be so bad?
Yes.
She wouldn't
Look at
actually
it.
have banned
Head
us.
in
She
the
was
face.
bluffing.
She's not bluffing, Michelle. Isn't she banning the McGuigan twins?
What's he using on the windows? These goof asses. Why are you using a sponge on the window shows? They should have gave these kids some instructions. Ever seen anybody use a sponge on the window? Unless you're getting a lot of grit and stuff off, whatever you want to call it, like junk
Still
off.
sticky. How is
That
it
makes sense, I
still
guess. It was
sticky?
greasy.
Worse.
They
than
need
movie
their asses
stars?
beat. What?
I think it might be, yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this isn't Winderling. This is mayonnaise.
Finola will be absolutely thrilled.
Or vinegar and water. He smudged something else in the other window too. What was that?
Boo!
Where'd you get all this?
Vanilla's cupboard. I think she might have a bit of a problem.
You think Vanilla might have a bit of a problem?
Just sure of boar bags.
Trying to get permabanned.
Sláinte motherfucker!
Bro. She is a terrible friend. An awful influence. Lord have mercy. More liquor? What are you doing? At least somebody knew what to do. She's blowing on it. Dude, there's no way they're gonna be able to cover this up. This is gonna be a nightmare.
It's the truth, Mommy.
Aaron, if you expect me to believe that Michelle tripped while carrying a scented candle, you must think I come up the foil in a bubble.
See, trip while lighting a scented candle. Oh no, and she got.
Why would two come and break into a chippy? What were they looking for?
Chips, obviously.
They were looking for the keys to the van. Keep up, Aaron.
Do you think we should knock them about a bit?
This is actually
No, not drastic,
Yeah.
just a few slaps.
I said no, Sarah.
What? Not even the wee gay? No.
Okay.
Okay.
this isn't a bad idea. It's good in a desperate situation. Because it did happen to old boy. He's scared to get hit or something.
It's locked.
Well, what happened was Michelle was carrying the scented candle.
It's just not as nice.
Is a loon. It's gotta be hard to stay friends with her, man. And I guess if you're in a small town, it's hard to just ditch somebody. And she also seems like the person that'll wiggle her way right back in, no matter what type of crazy stuff she does. Because the first episode, everything was started by her. Now this one's the same thing. I guess she's gonna always be like this. I forgot what the name for it is, but this person, this chaotic person who always causes all this stuff. Agent of Chaos. That's what it is. I think she's always been this agent of chaos. Is always causing all type of conflict and controversy. I wanted that. It's gotta be a perma ban, right? If you burn somebody's house, because she was willing to ban them for I forgot what period of time, for them stealing a board off the wall. That seems like more of a permaban type situation if you burn somebody's house. I don't know for sure. I don't know how they can get back in her good graces. Even if they pay for the damage, they still made her restaurant worse. They stole a board, they made her restaurant look worse through cleaning, and then they burned her upstairs. I don't know. It sounds like permaban to me. I'm not sure how they're going to, as I said, get themselves back into her good graces. And if it wasn't for James, they would never put the fire out. They're lucky they had him there. Man, dude didn't even get a thank you. He was probably hoping it. Well, no, I don't say he was hoping it to burn down, but he was happy that they didn't have to go there anymore anyway because he hated greasy food. That kind of reminds me of like places. I've never got banned from anywhere in the hood, but we had a place that used to be called Gaudi's, and everybody went there. And there was for a rib place, this place called Rose's Rib that closed down, and then Gaudi's. Everybody went to Gaudi's. There were two in Gary, I believe, at the time, but there's usually one in walking distance wherever we lived at. We'll go there. They always said that it's the same stuff like fries, which you say chips, pizza puffs. You can get fried tilapia, fried catfish. Was it gizzards? I can't remember what. I think gizzards chicken livers. I can't really remember. My mom would always have us get her gizzards. So yeah, definitely you said deep fried food at those places. There's no Gaudi's anymore. I haven't seen the Gaudi's in forever. I say maybe the closest thing to it is Long John Silver's, but that's barely close to it because it's just not. It's not the same. It definitely has that franchise taste, if that makes sense. I don't know how they really explain it. Where Gaudi's was more privately owned, but yeah, I would hate to get. If I was young, I would hate to get banned from Gaudi's because like where else you gonna go? McDonald's or something, which you got less for more money at McDonald's. Yeah. But that's crazy. Lord have mercy. So they're not going to Paris. I don't know if the Paris episode is gonna be the next episode, or maybe they'll find a way. But even though we're talking about the whole trust fund thing, I was like, dude, if you don't know if you have a trust fund, you don't have a trust fund. I learned about what a trust fund was way later on. I used to hear that as an insult, trust fund baby and all that type of stuff, but I never knew what it was until I was older. But yeah, it'd been nice to have a trust fund, but now if you're poor, you don't have access to extra money. Even though people who are like middle class, I grew up extremely poor, and I knew people who grew up middle class who didn't even have money for school. Because when I went to school with Robert, his family was middle class, and they put money aside for him for college. He had to take out student loans just like me. So, but this is fun, dude. This is a fun episode. This is goofy. I don't know if we're gonna get more of that boring guy. Kind of remind me of the Clear Eyes guy, like Clear Eyes. Wow, I can't remember his name, but giving unnecessary details and talking extremely slow. Even though they say like he's boring and complains about, I forgot to say, he said it was about shoes or something the last time they talked to him. When he said he got robbed, like at least he gives something interesting to talk about. Sucks he got robbed, but at least it's something. If somebody talks about really boring stuff, like I forgot what they said, shoes or something. But yeah, I guess that's it. All right, folks, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.